What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where it's starting to look like a car lot out here. But here's the interesting thing. One car is leaving today, and another one just arrived. I didn't even know it was showing up today. I came down here because a shipping company is picking up the 1940 Chevy, and when I got here, to my surprise, there was a Chevy Impala SS sitting in my yard where it wasn't sitting yesterday. So nobody called me, nobody said anything. It just showed up. So why don't we go take a look at it? Now, I have been waiting on this car to go to auction for a long time. You guys probably saw it in one of my Copart walk around videos. And I kind of forgot about it for a while until I got a notification from Copart that it was coming up for sale. So I threw my best bid, which was $2,200, I think, that was my maximum, was $2,200, and I forgot about it again until I got another notification from Copart that I won the car for $1,900. Yeah, $1,900 for a V8 front-wheel drive Chevy Impala SS. I don't even know what year it is. It's an 06. It's an 06. Supposedly, the loss is hail damage. Some of these things I just don't get. I'm trying to walk you guys over it. It does have a few, but they're tiny. They're teeny tiny. Like, I would call that pea-sized hail. And there's only a few. It's not like the whole car is riddled in hail damage. It's not. There are a few tiny little pea-sized dings here and there. The roof, I think, has a couple as well, but nothing that I would think would total a car like this. It's not like the whole body is destroyed. There's a couple right here, 3 in a row, but again, it's not, I don't know if you guys can even see that. I'll try to get it in the light here. There you go. You can see that one, and then there's another one right there, and then there's one right there as well. It's the car already had plenty of dings and scratches, I'm sure, from being as old as it is. So I don't think a few extra hail dings is really that big of a deal. Is that scratched? That's in the paint. Oh, that's yellow. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, the point is the car's got some dings and dents already from being old. So a few hail dings isn't that big of a deal. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been looking for these for a while, and they're not exactly easy to find, especially if you want one that's in decent condition. You can find ragged out versions all day long, and I didn't want a ragged out version. I didn't want one that had the seats ripped apart. This one's got great seats. The interior is phenomenal in this car. Look at the headliner, sunroof, everything. Needs a little bit of a cleaning, but other than that, not bad. So it got dropped off with the key left on in the ignition, the window left down, so that's good. I can only assume it's dead because I see nothing on the dashboard. Let's take a look at the back. How's it look back here? The same. Really nice. Nice tinted windows. The paint looks decent. From what I can see, it's covered in dust, but the tires have excellent tread. These are, what are these? These are Firestone Firehawk tires. It's got its badges. It's got matching tires. So far, 2 out of the 4 are matching. It does have a dent here. That's not from hail. That's from something else. Like I said, I don't care. I've been looking for one of these that's decent for a while, and just haven't had any luck finding one. So when I saw this one, I was like, this might be it. Now, you could have some fun with this if you really wanted to. See, it's got scratches and all of that good stuff. But if you really wanted to, you could send it into the paint shop, have them touch up those little hail dings, give it a fresh paint job, and it would look brand spanking new. So now I see a few dings. There's one here, there's another one up there. They're so minor, so minor. It looks like it may have a tire or two that needs to be aired up. I'll go ahead and break out the compressor, and we'll make sure all the tires are fully inflated before we go and take it on a test drive. So the biggest thing you have to worry about with these front-wheel drive V8s, the biggest thing, most of you probably know this already, Oh, and no, it's not generally the displacement on demand. It's the transmission. The transmission in these cars, the transmissions, I should say, in these cars are, they're really bad. They're really, really bad. So, and you can't, this isn't rear wheel drive, you know what I mean? This is front wheel drive. There's only so many of these transmissions in existence, and rebuilding them is not cheap. They're just not reliable. You know, it's a front wheel drive V8. It's an LS. I have never checked the transmission fluid on this that I can remember. But I'm going to tell you right now, I expect it to be very, very nice. Take a look at that. Let's dab a little bit on here. That is not as nice as I'd hoped it would be. The reason I expected it to be nice is because I ran a Carfax on this on my way down here. I should have done it before I bid, but I didn't. I just pulled a Carfax before I came down here, and the oil is very clean though, so that's good. And I found that 15 or 18,000 miles ago, this car had the transmission serviced. In fact, this car has had regular transmission services about every 30,000 miles, according to Carfax. So the transmission, at least, has been pretty well maintained. So that's good. I've got high hopes that the transmission is going to be okay. Take a quick look at the serpentine belt down there. That actually looks relatively new. That's a very new belt. It has been well maintained. That's all I can tell you. The Carfax report says that this car has been really, really loved. So why don't we throw a jump start on this bad boy, and we'll air up some tires. Let's see what this thing sounds like. All right, I took the liberty of airing up all of the tires, and we've got the jump pack on. So now this is going to be our first start. It's got Sirius XM, which they wired up horribly. That's really bad. They could have just put it in the windshield. You can literally stick it, well, right down there. Would have been a great place. Fired right up. I don't know how many miles are on this either. No warning lights on the dash yet. Kenwood with navigation. Very nice. Let's get some air conditioning going because... Oh, does the AC work? It's flashing. And it's not running very well. Service battery charging system. Battery lights on. Oh boy. Service tire monitor system. Okay. Well, we're having fun now, aren't we? Let's hood open. There we go. Service battery. 170,000 miles on the odometer. It is running a little. It's running a little rough. Yeah. Well, I was hoping that the battery might come back to life, but that doesn't look good. Air conditioning, it just sits there and flashes when I push it. So, okay. Well, hopefully this window works. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, we'll at least open the windows and get some airflow going through here. And does the sunroof work, I wonder? Up, down. It doesn't slide back. Yes, it does. There we go. We can go ahead and close that. Good Lord, it's hot. Air conditioning is a must, but I'm wondering if the AC is refusing to come on because the battery light is on. Power steering whines. Yeah. Brakes feel good. Does it have gears? Backwards. Forwards. Brakes feel good. I mean, all in all, it seems like it's all right. Except for the battery light. That's very concerning. And the power steering just sounds really, really bad. Let's check the power steering fluid level. Needs valve cover gaskets. They're leaking. You can see it's smoking a little bit on the manifold there. So if I turn this off, no, it stays running. It stays running. So the alternator's working, just the battery apparently is not really wanting to take a charge right now. Let's move this out of the way. Let's throw this in the back seat for now. Let's take a look at the power steering reservoir. Oh man, she's low. She's real low. Yeah, she needs valve cover gaskets desperately bad. Well, we probably ought to put some, we take this off. This is USAA, and it was picked up 7/21 of 23. Oh wow, this isn't gonna peel off, is it? No, this is, this is in, oh wow. Yeah, it's in really bad shape. It's been on here, yeah. We're gonna have to, old school, scrape it off with a razor blade. That's what we're gonna have to do. Let me bring this thing over to the shop. Oh boy, she's smoking now. Good Lord, wow. Come on, man, it's not that big a deal to do valve cover gaskets. That's something we're gonna have to take care of for sure. That's crazy. That's crazy. It just needs valve cover gas. Well, I guess we better make sure that it has, oh, the battery light went out. And that AC is just flashing. That's all it does, just flash. So, must not have any Freon in it. That's great too. Let's get over to the shop real quick and let's see if we can do something with this. Wow, it's puffing smoke pretty good, guys. Good Lord have mercy. Wow. I'm gonna try to find the AC service port. I'm gonna put some power steering fluid in it, and I'm gonna try to shoot a little bit of Freon in it because it's hot out there, guys, and air conditioning would be really, really nice. It also doesn't seem like it's running 100% either. Lovely, boy. This is great. This is everything I ever dreamed of when I said I wanted an Impala SS. Okay, so I topped up the power steering fluid, and the air conditioning is a tad on the low side, so we're gonna try to charge this up. We'll get it up as far as we can, then we'll kick on the air conditioning, and hopefully, there we go, see that? Hopefully when we, did it just come on? No. Hopefully we will hear this compressor kick in. It may have, wow, it's fluctuating a bit. I don't hear the cooling fans. Let's leave that sitting there. Let's come over here and let's, oh, it says the AC is on now. Yeah, it is on. All right, so just a matter of getting the thing charged up, and hopefully we'll have some nice cold air conditioning to take this car on its test drive. All right, I think the air conditioning is happy now. It's not smoking anymore, so all that oil's burnt off from the manifolds. That's good news. And I hear the high-speed fans kicked on, so, oh yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you! We have cold air. I was hoping so. Let's get those windows up. Now, we're ready to take it for a drive. Now, that's not to say that there's not a leak, and that we're not gonna have another problem with the air conditioning later, but at least for now, it works. That's all I care about right now. Because I got to determine if this car is worth putting money into and fixing, or if this is just, you know, a clunker that I shouldn't have bought. So I do not have my dealer plate on, and I think it's going to be, all right. I do. I think it'll be just fine. I want to know if this thing has a transmission. It never shifted out of first gear because all I did was drive it around the corner from the yard into the shop. Oh boy, we've got fire trucks and rescue people. Oh man. Okay. I wonder what's going on here. The check engine light's not, thanks, that's nice. So we've got this thing that won't stay up. Let's wait for these fire truck people to get done doing what they're doing, and we'll come back when we can get on the road. Hopefully those mirrors work. They do. Very nice. Honestly, this car is not that bad. Even the dashboard's in relatively good condition. Normally, these things are all torn up, so looks like they're gonna let us go. Is that a helicopter? I hear a helicopter. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got a helicopter out here. No joke. Well, what is going on today? Byers is getting it. All right. Ooh. Shift. Yes, it shifts. It shifts. This ride's good. This ride's really good. I'm not going to lie, I'm really surprised. I mean, I know Impalas are good riding cars, but I have never driven an SS before. So, off the bat, it needs a couple of valve cover gaskets. And that appears to be it. I know maybe it wouldn't hurt to do a tune-up while we're under the hood. I don't know. We're cruising at 60, no issues. Let's turn on the cruise control. The speed's about to go up to 65, and let's hit it. Oh wow, it's got a little torque steer. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Not shabby at all. What is this engine like? 300 to 305 horsepower, something like that? Not too shabby, especially in a front-wheel drive Impala. Yeah, this is my first time driving an Impala SS. And I'm glad I waited for one that I wanted instead of just going with some tattered out, raggedy old, beat to hell Impala. This is nice. This thing runs great, it rides great, it's relatively quiet in here as well. Air conditioning's blowing ice cold. Let's set that cruise control. There it is, set at 65, and it's holding. Yes, sir. Look at that. Let me get back over on my side of the lane here. Wow. It rides straight. The biggest annoyance is this stupid thing right here. Yeah, again, thank you. And there's, you know what I can do? I'm gonna move it over that way. Get out of here, good Lord. Well, that's a temporary fix, I guess. Anyway, you know the routine. We're gonna do our 10-mile ride because I've got faith in this one. This one really does feel like a solid car. Really does. I'm surprised. I'm truly surprised. I'm happy that a couple cans of Freon got the AC working. Obviously, it leaked out somewhere, so it will probably leak again. But for now, I'm satisfied. And for $2,000, $1,900, guys. $1,900. These things are kind of rare these days. You just don't see that many of them running around anymore. And this one, I think with a bath, clean it up some, this is going to look really, really good. And I would definitely say it's time to service that transmission. I want to make sure that the fluid is clean. So this might be one I take in and see if they want to do a complete fluid exchange and a transmission filter at the same time, and probably go ahead and get an oil change while we're at it. Yeah, we could do it ourselves, but you know, when you take it somewhere that has the machine that actually takes out all of the fluid and replaces it with fresh, that's honestly the best way to do it. And these transmissions are so fragile. The last thing I want to do is neglect it and end up with a bad transmission. I don't want that. This thing has been pretty well cared for, although it is, you know, not as beautiful as it once was. It's still a decent looking car. Definitely a driver quality car. And so far I'm enjoying it. Now, we'll give it a little throttle from a standstill because we're coming up on our 5-mile mark here. And I definitely want to see what it feels like from a dig. I'll tell you this, if you're wondering what it's like compared to the Ford Taurus SHO, the 1999 that has the Yamaha V8 engine, this thing would slaughter it. I don't know what the 0 to 60 is on this, but that one is like 7.4, 7.5. I've got a feeling this one does just a tad bit better. We're at the 5-mile mark, so we've already made it halfway. We have already made it halfway. I'm curious what kind of fuel economy something like this gets as well. The brakes feel amazing. No vibration, no pulsating, no pulling, nothing. Nothing at all. All right, I'm going to, real quick, I want to see if we can find fuel economy. Is it in here somewhere? 111 miles. Average economy, 8.6. Can we clear that? That's pretty bad, guys. That's pretty bad. Okay. Does this have a traction control, too? Where is the traction control? If you wanted, let's just hypothetically say you wanted to do a burnout. Where would you find that button? It would be right there. Just hypothetically, if you were thinking about potentially doing a burnout, then you push that button and yep, you can. That is great news. Not that I'm going to do one or anything. I don't want to, mess up my new car. But let's just get out into the road real quick and let's just give it some throttle just to see what it does, all right? Wow. The torque steer is real on this. All right. I mean, I accidentally did a burnout, guys. That was not on purpose. I had no way of knowing what this thing was going to do when I hit the gas. All right. It just so happens that it did a burnout. So now we're going to go back to driving it nice. We're going to be responsible. Speed limit is 65. We're going to get it up to 65. We're going to hold it. And we're going to make our way back to the house. We'll see what kind of fuel economy we can pull out of this. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to put some fresh fuel in this. Does the windshield wipers work by chance? Oh, wow, that's bad. Thanks. Well, that's lovely. Now I can almost see, not really, out of my windshield. That's great. So far, guys, really happy with the car. I think for $2,000, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a better condition Impala SS, clean title or otherwise, doesn't matter. I think for $2,000, you really would be hard-pressed to find something that's better than this one. Let's get back to the house and let's see if once we shut it off, it restarts again, or if we're going to end up having to put a battery in this car as well. All right, we're almost back to the house. It looks like it's going to make it, and the fuel economy, honestly, at highway speeds, not too shabby. Hoping we could get better fuel economy out of it down the road, but for now, we're looking at right around 19 miles a gallon. We're going to pull it right next to the police interceptor. We're going to pop the hood real quick, too, and see if it's blowing smoke again, or if that has subsided from the valve cover gaskets leaking. Low washer fluid, 18.8 miles a gallon. It seems to be running really well. It does. There's no warning lights on the dash at all. It seems very happy. Of course, the trunk, I guess it wouldn't hurt to see what's back there. We got the books, and that's it. The radio, I finally got it to come on, and looks like it does have navigation. Oh, that's Garmin. I recognize that anywhere. Yeah, this is my old Garmin maps, man. How cool is that? All right. And then this takes you back home. You have CD, which, who knows, is there something in this? There is. Let's see what it is. I think that's Chris Brown. Okay, do we have a remote control in here somewhere? Let's look around. No remote control. That sucks. All right, candy cane though. Let's see what this stereo sounds like. That's something, isn't it? Yeah, that sounds like crap. Probably need to adjust the gain. All right, well, I've had time to play with it, and all the speakers are blown, so that's great. It looks like they upgraded the radio, which is a pretty nice one. This is a, what is it? It's a DNX 6190HD Kenwood. It's a nice radio, for sure, but they didn't upgrade the speakers with it, so poof. Yeah, there goes all the speakers. Let's take a look in the trunk real quick, see what's going on under here. I don't think there's anything. No, not even a sub, nothing, not even wires. Like there was never anything in here. There is a spare tire though. And it's got air in it, and a jack, and the handle, the wrench is underneath the spare tire. So that's nice. Let's take a look under the hood real quick. It's a nice little car, man. Really, like I said, I've never driven one before. It's my first time, and I'm surprisingly impressed by it. I didn't anticipate being impressed by this car at all, but I am. Just because I think it's really just because it was $2,000. I don't think I'm going to stop being impressed by that. It's an awful lot of car for $2,000. Air conditioning is still blowing ice cold. It's not smoking anymore. It took a while to burn all that oil off of the manifolds, but once it burned all the oil off, seems to be fine. Power steering is fine, not making noise anymore. It's still full where I had it, so that's nice. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? For 2,000 bucks, would you have bought it? Would you have bought a 2006 Impala SS for $2,000? It's a risk, but at the end of the day, I feel like it was well worth it. I'm satisfied with the car. It looks good enough. It sounds good. Factory exhaust, but listen to this. Doesn't that sound good? That sounds real nice. That sounds real nice. And I've got it parked next to all the other cars that I've got out here. Mowing tomorrow should be a lot of fun because I'm gonna have to move all of these cars. I gotta put the 1940 back in the shop. The only question I have now is this thing gonna start back up when we shut her down, or is the battery toast? Batteries. Oh, it almost started. It did. It did. I need to put that battery on a charge. We'll see if we can bring that battery back to life. I didn't expect it to start back up. And service TPMS. Wow. All right, let me shut it off again. Does the key fob work? It does. This has remote start too. This may be my new favorite car, guys. That battery's a little weak. No warning lights. We got to try that. We got to try that remote start. We'll try that here in just a second. And I really do. I think it needs fresh gas. I think it needs fresh gas. I think it's going to run a lot better with a full tank of 91. All right, let's try the remote start. Uh-oh, Popo's here. Damn it. There they are. Okay, they're not here for me. Good. I wasn't driving around with no tags, officer. Promise. Do you push it twice? Hold it? Oh, come on. And then hold. There it is. Remote start works. Impressive. And then I think you just push it again. Yeah, shuts it right off. Trunk release? Yes. Guys, as of this moment, well, we got a lot of McLean County cops out here today, don't we? Yeah, we do. Hey, it's all right. I'm one of you guys. I'm just undercover. I'm not. I'm not. Let's not get in trouble. Well, there you go, guys. There's the cheap Impala SS. Let's take a quick walk down what I've got, because I've got a lot of videos coming out and it's easy to miss them. So right here is my 2016 Ford Taurus SHO twin turbo police car, retired police car from Pennsylvania. We recently got the flashing lights and the mic working and the loud horn on the speaker working. Obviously my 06 Impala. And we've got my hail damaged, another great car, hail damaged 91 or 92 Pontiac Sunbird with the 2.0 liter overhead cam engine and the automatic transmission. Brand new soft top was installed on this and it's in perfect shape. Interior's in great shape. It needs a little work. It's a little sluggish, but I think with a little bit of work we can get this one brought back to life. Next to that is my problematic 2018 Ford F-150 XL. This one, I don't know. Coyote engine, 10-speed automatic transmission, 4x4, Super Crew. You know, great truck. Drives wonderful. It's got new tires. It's a nice truck. It's a really nice truck. Retired work truck. It's only a few years old, but the engine has what they call the Coyote tick. And I'm still trying to determine, well, whether that's something we can live with or not. I don't know. Next to that, I think this is a 2016 Chevy Impala. I think it is. I think this is my 2016 Chevy Impala. It could be a 14. It could be a 14. It could be a 16. I don't know. But anyway, this car has had nothing done to it in a while. It's just been sitting here because it runs great. It drives great. It really doesn't need anything currently. So nothing much to speak on with that one. Then we've got my 2012 Ford F-150 XLT 3.5 EcoBoost Super Crew 4x4. We put the big 34-inch tires on it, and you know, it looks pretty good. It does. There's still some stuff to do to this one, but this one, I don't know. Am I going to hold on to it, sell it? Time will tell. Next to that, we've got my 2012 Ford F-150. Oh, I forgot to mention it's a Raptor. My F-150 Raptor, Super Crew 6.2 V8. Yeah, this is my newest, to me, truck as of the filming of this video, and as of today, I absolutely love it. Next to that is my previously owned 1940 Chevy Hot Rod, complete restoration. This thing is truly a blast. It's a real beast. But unfortunately, I sold it. Well, fortunately for me, I sold it because I really don't drive it. It sits in the garage all the time, never getting used, and it needs to go somewhere that somebody's going to enjoy it and love it, and that's exactly where it's going. Down from that is my 2008 Ford Mustang GT. This was supposed to be a hail damage car, but instead of hail damage, it actually turned out to be flood damage. It was somehow mislisted, mislabeled. That's okay though, because we've got it sorted out and it's doing well. Next to that's my 2021 Ram 3500, and I don't know what to say about it. It's a great truck, runs and drives great, Cummins, blah 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 blah, four-wheel drive, blah blah blah. You know, it's a great truck, but it's something that I'm actually looking at getting out of in the near future. Next to that, we've got my 2003 Chevy SSR. I love this thing. You can't tell by the way it looks because, well, it's really, really dirty and it's been sitting in the same spot for a long time, but I do. I love it. I just spent quite a bit of money on brand new tires. I spent a lot of money on parts putting this thing together, and unfortunately, I just don't have the time to drive all of these cars. Next to that is my 1984 Mercedes 300 Turbo Diesel, slightly modified. Believe it or not, it runs and drives. It does. It's something. Next to that is another front-wheel drive V8, the last of the Mohicans, man. This is a 1999 Ford Taurus SHO with the Yamaha V8. I believe it's a 3.4 liter dual overhead cam V8 engine. And if it's unlocked and you haven't seen the engine in one of these, it is this will probably be long sold by the time you see this video. Currently, my car videos, my reveal videos and repair videos, they're like pushing 3 weeks out from when I first filmed them. So forgive me if this may already be sold, but if you compare the LS to this engine is a masterpiece. It's an absolute work of art. It's beautiful. Nothing like the Yamaha V6 and V8 engines, I think. They're not much to speak of today. You know, by today's standards, they're old and they're slow, but man, beautiful engines, and they get the job done. Now, next to this one, this is why I gotta start getting rid of cars, guys. I got too many, but next to that is my 2008 Audi S4 Quattro Cabriolet. This is a 4.2 liter V8, all-wheel drive, manual transmission, drop top. This is currently for sale on Copart's website, as is the Ford Taurus SHO as well. And if you thought we were done, well, we're not. I have at my house a, what is it, a I don't even remember, like a 2002 Ford Thunderbird convertible. And that's not all. Let's go into the shop. What the heck is that? Look at this red thing. What is this? Whoa, dude. What is that? I don't know, but I don't want to mess with them. That's for sure. We're going to close that door. My 1998 or 99, I can't remember, Ford Crown Victoria. I've been trying to bring the battery back to life on this thing for weeks now, and I just don't give up. It's getting better and better. It's an 850 cold cranking amp battery. I've got it up to about 300, so it's getting there. But this is my retired police car, the old P71 Crown Victoria. Haven't gotten anywhere on this in a while, and I've let all my air conditioning out because that Impala was smoking up my garage. I'm gonna leave that one open because I got to go grab the 1940, bring it back into the shop, put it on the lift, and let it sit in its climate controlled environment until somebody is ready to pick it up. We got a fuel pump and a fuel filter to throw into this thing in the near future, and of course I'm opening a tire and wheel shop, so that's what's going on over here. Wheels and tires coming out of my ears for sale, and a drive shaft. Anybody want to drive a slightly, or buy a slightly used drive shaft? Let me know. I got one for you right there. Next, my Raptor broke my lift. I tried to fit the Raptor on the lift. It didn't fit, and I didn't realize it. And boom. I ran over my handle, which I bent back so it works again, but my hydraulic hose, my wheel came off on top of it, and it just obliterated my hydraulic hose, snapped it right off, man. So I'm currently hunting for another hydraulic line, or I may have to take this somewhere that can hopefully repair it. It just snapped the end right off of the hose right there. Without that hose, my lift doesn't work. Without my lift, I don't work. So there's your update on everything that we have currently. Now, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Definitely drop your comments below and tell me what you think of the 2006 Chevy Impala for 2,000 bucks. I'm curious to see what you all think of it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed, and until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.